Today I'm going to be replacing the Stator alternator on this Briggs Stratton Intek single cylinder engine. So the first thing you're going to want to do is remove the four 10mm or 3/8 shoulder bolts, front and back. And the longer ones go in the back, the shorter ones go in the front. Next, you're going to want to remove your air filter. Just pull up. Like that. And then there's going to be a little flathead screw right in there. Going to want to pull that out. Set that aside, don't lose it. Next, it's time to pull the cover off. So you're just going to lift up and finagle the dipstick out of the way. Okay, so next, take a screwdriver and pop this cover off. Being careful not to break it. Just go all the way around, there we go. And there's our flywheel bolt. Now we'll grab a 15/16 socket, and I'm going to just zip it off with the impact. If you don't have an impact, you can use a breaker bar, and sometimes you can stick rope in the spark plug hole, making sure the valves are closed so it doesn't go up the valves. Or you can also use a pipe wrench or maybe slip joint pliers underneath. Maybe use a tie down to hold the flywheel. I'm just going to be using a impact to take it off. There's our bolt. Now we can take the screen and the fan off. Now there's a washer that goes right underneath the bolt, right in there. So bolt, washer, screen, fan, flywheel. And now I just reinstalled the flywheel bolt, which is necessary when you're using a flywheel puller. If you don't have a puller, you can sometimes use a screwdriver or a couple screwdrivers with a hammer and pound on the crankshaft. You got to be careful because there's a risk of, breaking aluminum. And I'm just going to tighten these down. Boom, right there. Now let's just remove the bolt and pull off the flywheel. And you can see the flywheel key is still in there. I'm just going to leave it in there. Now this is all clean in here. That's good. Let's take our 1/4 inch and loosen these 4 mounting bolts. And now I'm just pulling them out quickly with the impact. Alright, now I'm just pulling the wiring out of the dipstick holder that holds the wires. And we have a little guide right there. I'm just going to bend that out of the way enough to get the wires out. And there's the old Stator alternator. Now let's stick the new alternator on, making sure we position the wires in the correct location. And now I'm going to clean up these bolts a little bit and put some blue thread locker on. Probably not necessary, but why not? Okay, now let's thread these bolts in. Just getting them in most of the way. Now we're going to torque these to 20 inch-pounds. Not foot-pounds, inch-pounds. 20 inch-pounds. These are very small, so that's barely anything. Right there. Okay, now let's position these wires back in the guide there. I'll bend that back in how it was to keep them in there. Then we'll position it in the guide on the dipstick here. Alright, and I hooked up the wiring connector here. It is directional. It goes one way. It won't let you put it in the other way. So now let's clean up both surfaces, the tapered crankshaft and also the flywheel. Don't want any dirt, debris, or grease on there. It could compromise the torque and possibly crack the flywheel. Alright, everything's clean. There's no missing magnets, there's no cracks in the flywheel, so let's install it. Just going to line up the keyway and the key. And there it is. Now we have clean surfaces. So let's line up these dowels in the flywheel like that. We'll install the washer and then the flywheel bolt after cleaning it. Okay, so we're going to take our 15/16 socket and we're going to use a torque wrench set at 100 to 110 foot-pounds. I have it at 110. And then down here, I have a pipe wrench hooked up to the output pulley down there. There's 110. Now's a good time after removing and reinstalling the flywheel to just go ahead and check your armature air gap. Make sure it's somewhere around 8 to 12 thousandths. Good there. Good there. Good there. Alright, we're good all the way around. Now let's reinstall our blower housing. You do want to guide the dipstick tube. There's a guide on there. You want to get it in its slot right there. Now we'll little screw in right there so we don't forget that. Now we'll reinstall the 4 shoulder bolts with our 3/8 inch ratcheting wrench. The short ones go on the front, the long on the back. Okay, now let's reinstall our air filter. Just like that. Make sure it's seated. We'll take the cover. Just like that. Alright, now we're going to want to go to the right side of the engine and position this blower guide up into its slots. Just like that. And then we'll reinstall this cap here. Just snaps in place. And that's all there is to replacing the stator/alternator on the Briggs Stratton Intek engine. Thanks for watching.